This is Meredith Lewis, Director of Content and Engagement at PJ Library. I'll be joining you soon on the Book of Life podcast. I'd like to dedicate my episode to the Stinky Cheese Man, the Moose Pyre, the Goblins in Herschel, and all of the other misfit characters that inspired me to jump into children's literature.
This is the Book of Life. I'm Heidi Rabinowitz. Today's episode is a roundup of things with deadlines. Get out your calendar and mark it up while you listen so you won't forget these March and April 2017 events and sign-up dates. We'll go in chronological order. First, let's hear about Read for Refugees.
Hi, this is Suzanne Nelson, author of Serendipity's Footsteps.
This is Keith Fenton Miller, author of Caspar Mutzenmacher's Cursed Hat.
And I'm Heidi Rabinowitz, host of the Book of Life podcast. Dahlia from Serendipity's Footsteps and Caspar, he of the Cursed Hat, have something in common. They are both refugees from Nazi Germany who escape and settle in the United States. You'll hear their stories when their episodes air in April 2017. In the meantime, in honor of fictional and real refugees everywhere, I'm participating in Read for Refugees, a worldwide read-in that raises money for the charity Refuge Point. I'll donate what I would spend on a night out and stay in to read instead. If you, like me, would rather stay in and read, you can turn your reading into a mitzvah at gojanegive.org/readforrefugees, with 4 being the number 4. The campaign ends March 31st, 2017, but if you donate by March 20th, you can help them earn an extra $10,000 bonus. If you can't donate, you can still help by spreading the word with the hashtag #read4refugees and sharing the gojanegive.org/readforrefugees link on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Dahlia and Caspar thank you, and they look forward to meeting you in upcoming episodes of the Book of Life. The next event for your calendar is one I've mentioned before, and you'll be hearing more about it on an upcoming episode. Here's the scoop.
Hi, this is Ishmael. After the beep, leave me a message about a book you love. I transcribe and share at least one voicemail every day.
Hey, Ishmael. I was calling because I have this weird habit of, I read everywhere I go, which isn't really a weird habit, but I tend to find myself in these emotional, kind of awkward positions when I read at the gym, and I have this really distinct memory of reading The Book Thief on my iPad while walking on an inclined treadmill at the gym, and I finished him, and I wasn't meaning to, I just ran out of pages. And I found myself crying in the middle of my workout in the middle of the gym because I had just finished The Book Thief. I mean, on a similar note, I also remember reading Bossy Pants at the gym and just laughing hysterically and looking like a complete fool. And I always think about the fact that, I think it's a quote by Stephen King, but it's something like books are a uniquely portable magic, and even when I look like a complete fool in public, I'm still enjoying myself, and I am still uniquely transported by a book. So that's my story.
Call Me Ishmael, the Association of Jewish Libraries, and the Jewish Book Council are co-sponsoring a celebration of Jewish story, and it's called How Is This Book Different? We want you to be a part of it. Just call 774-325-0503 between March 27th and April 4th, 2017, and leave a voicemail about a Jewish book that matters to your life. Then listen to everyone's stories at callmeishmael.com. You'll find the full details on the Facebook event and on the Book of Life website at bookoflifepodcast.com. This last event takes place August 13th through 20th, 2017, but the deadline to apply is April 24th. It's a writer's retreat for folks who want to write Jewish kidlit. Not only is this a great opportunity to learn and grow as an author, but every admitted participant receives a scholarship for the full cost of tuition, room and board, books, special events, and also gets a travel stipend. What a deal! I spoke to Meredith Lewis, Director of Content and Engagement at PJ Library, to get the story. Meredith, what is the TENT program?
TENT is a program that the Yiddish Book Center has done on a number of cultural topics to engage emerging creative writers and artists along with Jewish life. PJ Library is co-sponsoring a tent around children's literature, which is a week-long retreat for emerging and mid-career writers that focus on picture books, early chapter books in middle grade, and are interested in exploring their craft through a Jewish lens. One of the challenges with PJ Library is having 88 new titles a year for our lineup, and we know that in order to do that, we need quality books, and we realize not only do we need to be investing in their manuscripts, we need to be investing in them as writers. And we are incredibly fortunate in Western Massachusetts that the Yiddish Book Center is literally just a few miles down the road from the PJ Library headquarters. So we got to talking to them about some of their previous tent collaborations and decided it was time to explore children's literature together.
Great. So who is the program aimed at, and who should apply?
Anyone who is an emerging or mid-career children's writer that is excited about bringing together their work with Jewish topics and through a Jewish lens. So that could be people that have written or published a few Jewish books. That could be someone that has written and published children's books and has never been able to bring together Jewish topics with that. Maybe they know about Jewish topics, maybe they don't, and they'd like to use this opportunity to explore. We're also taking MFA students and graduates and other creative folks that write and target a children's audience, but maybe haven't gotten to the point in their career where they've been able to bring a Jewish children's book to life.
Do authors need to be Jewish themselves to participate?
They do not. They need to be excited about writing on Jewish topics.
It sounds very exciting. There's a very intriguing description of this event on the website of the National Yiddish Book Center. What can you tell us that's not already in that description on the website?
So Western Massachusetts is a beautiful place in the summertime. It is warm but not hot when the farms are in full bloom and nature is around. And we are surrounded by a robust area that loves children's literature. We have the Carl Museum, we have the home of Dr. Seuss and the Emerging Seuss Museum, we have illustrators and writers that live here year-round that come into the Berkshires for the summertime. Mo Willems lives in the neighborhood. We have a gallery that's focused on children's illustrations. This is a place where we're hoping that the writers that come together will create a very strong cohort amongst themselves. And we also think that the area, this part of the country, is really uniquely positioned for people to draw inspiration for their own work.
Wow, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Can you explain a little bit about a day in the life? What can writers expect when they arrive at this retreat?
The schedule is going to include workshops where they will be working together with some of the top editors and critics from the children's literature world and the Jewish children's literature world. There will also be seminars focused on various topics of Jewish culture and traditions and mining the Jewish canon, as well as exploring with a number of other well-known authors and illustrators the state of the field of children's literature, where their contributions can fit in. There's also going to be a lot of time to write in this beautiful, idyllic setting that we have in Western Massachusetts. We're also creating opportunities where the writers will be able to meet other local authors and illustrators, as well as spend time with the PJ Library staff.
How can writers apply to be part of this program?
They can go to the Yiddish Book Center website. They can also go to the PJ Library website, pjlibrary.org/manuscripts, where they can learn all about the Writers Retreat as well as a number of other initiatives that we're putting out to work with writers.
Meredith Lewis, thanks so much for speaking with me.
Thank you so much, Heidi.
So, to review, Read for Refugees runs through March 31st, 2017, but if you donate by March 20th, you can help them earn a $10,000 bonus. Call Me Ishmael wants to hear about your favorite Jewish book between March 27th and April 4th, 2017. And the application deadline for the 10th Jewish Children's Literature Retreat is April 24th, 2017. Mark your calendars. If you enjoy the Book of Life podcast, please become a patron at patreon.com/bookoflife. Leave a review on iTunes or a comment on our blog at bookoflifepodcast.com. You can also like our page at facebook.com/bookoflifepodcast. Follow us at twitter.com/bookoflifepod. Email us at bookoflifepodcast@gmail.com or leave us a voicemail at 561-206-2473. The Book of Life is a podcast service of the Feldman Library at Congregation B'nai Israel in Boca Raton, Florida at cbiboca.org and is supported in part by the Association of Jewish Libraries at jewishlibraries.org. Our background music is provided by the Freilach Makers Klezmer String Band. Thanks for listening and happy reading.